We just talked about updating prices with our consumer price index, CPI, in the previous video. And this video, we're going to talk about the actual estimation. We're going to work with this little model here. And if I just hide the roof, you can see it comprises of some internal foundations, 30 times 30 centimeter foundations, and some strip foundations out here, and brickwork with an internal inner leaf of concrete elements. These are also concrete elements, and it has a floor slab consisting of a terrain deck with tiles on it. There are some windows. There are 12M windows in the facades. There's a curtain wall and an entrance door in the gable here, and some windows in the back, some 6M windows in the back, and internal doors and so on. And in order to start such a calculation, the first step is to look at the client's bidding form. The client's bidding form consists of two parts, page 1 and page 2, for example. This is a very small project. Page 1 is a total sum, where you put the total sum in as numbers, and then you write them as a text, and then you also put in reservations to the bid. So this is filled in by the contractor. And then page 2 is the work breakdown that the client wants to see. He wants to see the concrete works, masonry work, carpentry works, installations, building site, and presumably also a fixed price for the winter provisions. But these are the basic prices he wants. And that becomes the basis for your estimation. So your estimation starts with this as the first level of your estimation. And in order to do that, you do a work breakdown structure, a WBS, in Mindview. You can see the first tier here is page 2 of the bidding form. In other words, it's this here from 1 to 5 is represented here as the first tier of your estimation. Then you break down your estimation into the different components of the building. For example, the concrete works are broken down into the foundations, the strip foundations out here, and the internal foundations and the slab, and so on and so forth. So once we've got this breakdown in place as building components, then we have a whole overview of the estimation. The next step is to export this estimation to an Excel file from Mindview using the advanced level here and using the simplest form of spreadsheet. And I've already done that here. I've called it the WBS for the small house export. I'm going to choose that again, and I'm going to re-export it so you can see it. And you can see it being exported now, and it'll open up in a minute. And here you have it, the export of the WBS to Excel. In order to use it for anything, I need to put in an extra column here. And I'm going to call this level, as in level of estimation, this number, as in number of component, and this text, as in text of component. And then I'm going to give this a level. This is on level 1. Everything with one number is on level 1. Everything with two numbers is on level 2, 2 digits in the number. So these are level 2. And everything with 3 levels, like for example this one, are on level 3. They have 3 digits in the number. And I do this for all the different items, and then I can mark this up here hold the Shift key and mark this one down here and copy it to my clipboard, and then I can go into an empty Excel sheet, or I can go into a successive estimation sheet, which is also empty for your purposes, and I can paste them in there. I'm going to paste them in the Excel sheet because I want to make a library. As I said, I want to make a library of prices for my project in Excel. So I'm going into Excel and I'm going to New Library, and I'm going to call it My Small House Library. That's what I've got on here. And I'm going to click OK. And here we can see our library. It's empty right now, but I'm going to paste my Excel export into that library to put in my tree, my branches in the library. So I go into Data, click on there first, go into Data, and go into Paste from Excel, go into Settings, Reset Settings, and I'm going to call this Level, and this one here is Number, as you can see, and this one is called Text, and click OK. And you can see when I double click here, I get my tree in here for my own library. And the next step would be to bring in prices and manipulate those prices to fit my project. But that is the subject of the next video.